Hey, Cleaning Nation, Mike Campion here with Jackson Pinkoski, fan favorite for those of you that have been around. Today, we are going to I'm going to say something a little different, not a lot different. So Jackson, as most of you know, is our marketing guru / rock star. So typically we have him here, we focus on marketing. And today I'm thinking we're going to kind of double dip and focus on sales and marketing. So I want to kind of start with sales and the reverse engineer. Well, actually, we'll start with the beginning and go to the end. So a lot of what people miss is they don't match the bait to the fish they're looking for, right? They think Facebook or telemarketing or billboards or whatever they're doing is like some magical thing. And it's like the billboard, if I get the right billboard, or the right Facebook ad, or if I pick the right media, that will make me successful or not successful. But the reality is, if you've got the right message and the right call to action, it'll be successful in any media. And if you've got the wrong message and the wrong call to action, it won't be successful on any media. So most times people define success as I get lots of clients, which is certainly, or the phone rings, which is a way to define success. But I think a more nuanced, helpful way would be I get the phone ringing with the right people, right? So when it comes to marketing, I'll let Jackson expand on this, depending a little bit on the method, but a lot on the message, right? We can get the phone to ring, but with people that are one-time cleaners or they're just price shopping or whatever. And then we complain, oh, Facebook ads or local service ads don't work or whatever the case may be. But it's oftentimes more the message that we used, or certainly the combination of the message and the media. That's the back end I'm going to let Jackson talk about. The one piece I wanted to drop in first before we do that is on the sales end. It's the same thing. And I think we miss that as well. A lot of times when we go to do our sales calls, it's some version of we clean better than everybody else, and maybe embedded in there, we're cheaper than other people. But that sets you up perfectly for people that are going to complain, right? If you're like, we never make a mistake, we don't cut corners, we don't cut corners, we clean them, and you're walking through thinking you're super cagey, running your finger along the dust and trying to make them feel bad about themselves. A, that's just rude because they chose the last cleaner, so you're kind of knocking the decision that they made. And B, you're setting them up for the paradigm or the standard or the solution. We clean better than everybody. And embedded in that could be, so anytime we make a mistake, something's gone wrong and you should be angry. And to make sure you're getting your money's worth and to make sure we're being honest with you, we are cleaning, but you should follow up behind us and make sure that we're doing a good job. And you should catch the mistakes. So when you set the parameters of we clean the best, you're going to attract the wrong people who probably don't even want the best cleaners, but they don't know what they really want. So when you say we clean the best, or we clean the cheapest, or we clean the most cleaning for the least money, which is what they're going to tell you they want, which you're going to be tempted to sell on, well, then you get stuck trying to provide the most cleaning for the least money, which isn't what they want. And it's not going to be good for your business either. So when you go in, that would be like if people came to me and said, I'm like, well, we're the cheapest coaching and I'll coach you the longer than any other coach. I'll give you the most coaching for the least money. But you guys might go, I guess that sounds okay. But what you really want is a result. You want to grow your business. So the same thing with your people. They don't want the most clean for the least money. They want to come home and feel good. Right? They don't want to argue with their spouse about who's going to clean up the mess. They don't want to feel like they come home from work to more work, right? Or go to their office and, they're in charge of facilities management. They've got a bunch of things they really have to do. And they don't want to have to deal with the cleaning contractor. So instead of selling or marketing, and I'll let Jackson cover the marketing, we clean the best, or we clean perfect, or we're better cleaners, or we don't make mistakes. Why don't you just sell when you come home, you're going to feel loved and happy and comfortable and relaxed. And when you come into work or your team comes into work, they're going to be able to worry about what you guys handle at work, not about what the cleaners are doing. And two things happen. One, and by the way, will we make mistakes? Of course we'll make mistakes, and we'll fix it because we're human and you're human, and that'll just be that. And if you look hard enough after every clean, will you be able to find something we missed? Of course you will. But if that's what you want out of a cleaner, is they try and clean to the best of their ability and you try and find mistakes and then yell at them, we're not a good fit. Like, you should find somebody else because we're not going to be good at that. But if you want to come into your space and feel good about how it looks every time we come, knowing we're going to make mistakes and you're going to be reasonable, we're going to always have your back, we're a great fit. So shockingly, when you set up the sale that way, you not only sell more, you get happier clients who stay longer, who complain less, and you'll enjoy working with them more. So I think I've made the point pretty clear on how that works on the sales side, but let's back it up because, again, the sales are kind of limited by the types of clients and the pre-frame that the client, just like we're pre-framing how the service is going to be with a sales call, the sales call is pre-framed by whatever happened in the marketing, which is where our friend Jackson comes in.
Yeah. Yeah, you said it really well. It's like I think at the base, well, like every person that comes to you, what are they expecting at a minimum? That you're a cleaner and you're gonna clean their house, right? It's what you do. They're not expecting you to make them an ice cream sundae because you're not an ice cream shop. You're a cleaner. So by reiterating that you clean and that you're the best cleaner, and then you sweep and mop and dust and do all this stuff, it's like great. I expect that. And so now you've kind of dug yourself back into a hole. And so on the marketing side of things too, it goes the same way. When you emphasize that, you're basically emphasizing all the wrong things. You're marketing and you're positioning yourselves as like you're thinking like a cleaning company owner. You're not thinking as the customer, right? And I say this in the nicest way, but people are ignorant to, the benefits. They're ignorant to the everything that goes along with it. Again, like I said, they understand that you provide cleaning services. But what they don't oftentimes don't realize unless you open up their eyes to them, all the real additional things that is of real value to them, like, having more time back in their day, not arguing with their family, not picking up after their kids, not having to do these things. And once you outline that and showcase that in the marketing and the sales, that's when it sets up that emotional connection that goes beyond just another cleaning company. Then what's your pricing? Are you good, bad, et cetera, things like that. And tell people so many times, don't think of it as a cleaning company owner. Think of it as a person who's scrolling their Facebook feed or scrolling, Google, or, have looked these types of things up. Put yourselves in their shoes, and what would they want to see, or what would they see that would make them stop? It's not we're a cleaning company that does this, because sure, all cleaning companies mop, all cleaning companies vacuum, or at least you would
And all
hope they
cleaning
do.
companies, all cleaning companies claim they're the best at
Yeah, every cleaning
vacuum.
company is the best. Every cleaning company has the best price. Every cleaning company has the best offer. But not every company can truly give you your entire weekend back, or can truly stop the arguments within a family like you guys do. So showcase that as opposed to just saying, we're the best. It's us. Yes, great. Because like Mike said, that's the first touch point when people see you. So they're gonna immediately have that little nugget in their head of I'm tire kicking, I'm price shopping, it's all about pricing. These guys said this, so I need to do this. But when you don't emphasize that, people aren't going to think about it. People don't have an idea in their head. If you don't give it to them, they never will. That's the thing is they're going to lock in on they're solving this problem, and it isn't the lowest price cleaners, it isn't the best cleaners, they're solving my time problem, they're solving X problem, and that's what the customer is going to lock into. So it makes your whole process a lot easier. And then when you solve that problem, they're not going to go find a new problem to create. They're going to say, hey, Joe Schmo's Cleaners is helping me out like they said they would. This is awesome. I'm going to stick with them forever, because as long as I stick with them, that problem's not going to exist anymore. And I have no new problems because I'm fixed now. So that increases your longevity too, which is just amazing down the line.
And Jackson made a really good point in that they're generally, if you talk about price, they're going to think about price, and that's who you're going to. But also, the people that are searching for price, when you talk about price, they're going to call you. When the people that are searching for the best price, and you talk about impacting their lives, they're not going to call you, which is great, because you don't want again, that's a perfect example of the phone ringing with the wrong person, right? If the guy's like, I'm just going to go on 10 bids and I want the cheapest one, he's not going to be a good fit. So if you use bait that's going to attract him, you can complain, but it's not going to do any good when you get frustrated that that's all you get, right? Or you talk about one-time cleans, and that's what you get when you talk about solving a problem, getting people their time back. People just want a one-time clean. That's not going to resonate. I'm saying they're never going to call, but it's not going to resonate with them as much. Second thing Jackson mentioned when he was kind of using examples of things not to do, he used the word we. We are the best cleaners. We do this. We do that. When he mentioned, think about, put yourself in their shoes as opposed to from your perspective. generally, if you're talking about you and what you do, that's not interesting to them. If you're talking about them and their problem, that's wildly interesting to them. And yeah, it just works all the way through from the marketing to the sales process. When you focus on solving a problem, you're going to get people that want a problem solved. And when done properly, both marketing and sales isn't something you do to somebody. So marketing that you do to somebody is, hey, look at me, we're cheap, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, call now for a free estimate. Something you do to them. Sales, buy now, same thing, buy now, buy now. I want this, we don't cut corners, we're cleaning, we're the best. Give me the money, sign up, let's go, let's go, let's go. Those are both things that you do to people. When done properly, both marketing and sales are things you do for people, right? You can, when they read your ad, they're better off. Their other ads are cheap, 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 fast, 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 good, clean, good, clean, good, clean. Again, it's the difference on a restaurant saying, we have the best food, we have the cleanest restrooms, we have the best service. Well, everybody's going to say that. And saying you and your wife deserve a romantic night out. When you come in, you're going to feel loved and special. And it's going to be like the fact that you paid for a babysitter and drove all the way down here is going to be worth it. And we're going to make memories, and you're going to leave with a picture and something to take home for the kids and the dog. Like now I'm talking about, now the sales process isn't talking about me. It's talking about them when they're paying. They're excited. Now they're like, I do want to reconnect with my wife, and I do want this, and I'm going to make that. So if you feel like you're doing it to them, you're probably not marketing or selling properly. If it's something that they're getting value from and you're doing for them, and they're going to get benefit from the marketing or the sales, whether they become your client or not, it's a good indicator you're on the right track. Mike Campion here. Do you ever listen to the podcast and go, this is great information, I just wish I could actually get it implemented, and I wish I could get some help? Well, we do that. If you would like either myself or my team's help actually coming up with a plan that's specialized to you and your business, because with these podcasts, obviously we have to be very general and we can only go 20 minutes at a time. If you'd like to jump on a call with myself or my team, go to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk. We'll jump on a call. There's no charge, and we'll help you get some absolute clarity around exactly what to do next and how to do it. The reason we don't charge for these calls is the plan that we come up with, people want help implementing that. If that's the case, we're happy to talk about it. And if it's not, that's okay too. We're happy to just help you come up with a plan. So if you want to translate the information you're learning here into an actual plan that can change your life, give us a ring, growmycleaningcompany.com/talk. Love to either myself or have one of our coaches walk you through and actually personalize the content you get here to where you're at with your business. Talk soon. What am I missing, Jackson?
Nothing. I think too, if we're going to talk, like, go into the sales a little bit more, is because you still will get people who, for example, I talk to a lot of people and they have the issue of, people coming in for wanting a deep clean or like a one-time cleaning service. And there's so many times I ask them, like, well, did you talk to them about why they want that? Or, what's the reasoning for it? And sometimes it's people like, oh, I'm moving out. And it's like, okay, well then obviously there's nothing you can do about it.
Unless, well, and then it's like, well, where are you moving to?
Yeah, where are you moving to? Are you moving like down the street? Or are you moving out of state, right? But oftentimes it's like, oh, I want a deep clean service, or I want a cleaning service this month. And people, most of the time when those types of people call, they don't know what goes into that, or like what the pricing is. And so when you discuss that with them and then show them the value of, well, you get so much more when you do recurring services. It's actually cheaper in the long run if you do deep, because a lot of times people clean a month. It's like, okay, well, that's 3 times the price if you did recurring services. So after 3 months, you'd be paying less and you could be getting better service, better value. And then oftentimes I hear people on the other end go, oh, that's really cool, I'd like to explore that option further. And they actually convert those people just because they're able to have those conversations and showcase that value beyond, this is what I think I want because I want cleaning. It's like, well, no, actually you get X, Y, and Z, and saving money or any of these other things are just an added bonus at the end. That's not even the main value add. So
yeah, they want to save time. They're moving out and they're like, I have so much to do. It would take another 8 or 10 hours to do it myself. So it's like, okay, so it's worth $5 or $6 or whatever $100 it is to save the time. When you moved, do you think you'll be more busy or less busy or about the same busy as you are now? Well, I'd be just as busy or more busy. I have to move in. I've got all these boxes unpacked. Got it. So you see the value, or you called for the value of saving time. Now you don't think that's the best way to spend your time. But then when you go in, do you think the house is going to be more of a mess and need more cleaning? You're like, oh my God, more cleaning. Okay, so you'll be just as busy or more busy. The house will be just as dirty as or more busy. And again, see how this is something I'm doing for them. I'm not like, well, you should buy my services not just one time. I don't want to do that. I only do recurring services. So you need to buy recurring services with your new house, not just that's doing to them and it's not going to be helpful. But when I help them understand, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Either I should clean the move out, I should do myself, because if I have more time than money and it's not worth it to me to pay someone else, I should do it all myself. Or I'm in the spot where I have more money than time and my time is a commodity and I need to buy that back. Well, why would I just want to buy a little bit of it back? Why wouldn't I buy more of it back? So when you walk them through that, it's something you're doing for them in the sales process. And not only do you give value, but you're a heck of a lot more likely to get a new client. And just like Jackson said, when you sell them that way, even when something goes wrong or even when something's missed, their paradigm or the frame that you set for them is, I'm giving them X amount of money and I save a bunch of time and I feel good when I come home every week or every other week. Not it's going to be perfect. So it's like, oh yeah. And that you would make a mistake. You set that frame from the beginning. Of course we're going to screw up, but just let us know and we'll make you whole. And then they'll let you know and you'll make them whole and they'll be like, I love this thing. So setting the frame in just about any relationship is super important. Just like Jackson, if you're promising ice cream sundaes as a cleaner, they're probably going to be upset. If you're promising cheap and getting everything right, never making a mistake, they're probably, and being the cheapest and the best cleaner, they're probably going to be upset, because even if you are the best cleaner and math shows you're not, just by, there's 50 cleaners in town, there's a 1 in 50 shot you're the best. A 1 in 1 chance you think you're the best, a 1 in 50 that you are the best. But even still, it's a race to the bottom of price. How cheap can I do it? How much can I clean? So because they're always going to think that there's another person out there that's better, you're like, I got to clean more. I got to clean more. I got to go above and beyond. I got to go above and beyond. So the way you set the frame for the beginning of the relationship can change everything. So that was kind of the big takeaway aha I wanted to give today. Jackson, anything you want to add? Anything we missed? Any more value you can give before we call it?
No, I usually have like some good little nugget at the end, but I don't think I have one today. It's yeah. End of the day, just don't sell the base of what you do. Again, everybody expects a cleaning. Cleaning's what they're gonna get, but what is it really that they're gonna get? Will it really go deeper? And if you think that's like, oh, that's not true, people only care about cleaning, look at like every other company in the world. What do you actually get when you go to McDonald's? Sure, you're getting a cheeseburger, but you're getting easy dinner, nostalgia feeling, all this kind of stuff. So think about that stuff if you think, oh yeah, this Jackson's just full of hot air.
Let me do my best to close this podcast by demonstrating live what we're talking about. So if I wanted to sell to you or do something to you, I'd say, so you mooches, we coached you for free, and you should, if you want more coaching, you should pay us and call us and be, I don't know how to do it fake. The right way to give value and to ideally do my best to give you guys some value is go, okay, guys, so what does that look like in your world today? If you are living the life that you want to live, then keep doing what you're doing and feel free to reach out and just tell us how well things are going so we can encourage you. If, however, you are not, so what I don't want to do is go, hey guys, if you want coaching and you want me to coach you, call me and I'll give you coaching, because you don't really care about coaching or want coaching. What I can say is if you're not making the money that you want to make in terms of profit, if you're stuck, if your revenue is not growing the way it should be, if you're stuck in the business as opposed to on it, you're cleaning, you're doing a bunch of admin work. If you're frustrated, give us a call and we'll do our best to help you. We're very, very good at helping. And the clients that we have that do what we ask them to do typically can build $1 million business, making 30% net profit, working 0 to 15 hours a week. So if that's something that you want, feel free to give us a call. And equally important, if not more important, whether you call us or not, I want to encourage you that we talk to owners every day, all day. And that is a reality you can have, right? So I think the big problem people don't make a change is they think things like, I've tried it before. I've tried everything before. It won't work for me, or my market's different, or I'm not smart enough. So we tell ourselves a bunch of stories that keep us where we're at. Tell yourself a different story where, gosh, if these guys have been doing this for a decade and helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of owners, what's the chances that all of them were smarter than me and that all of them that got results were in a better market? Probably none. I wonder how many people have called in for help and they yelled at them or punched them or something bad happened. Probably none. So if I want something different, maybe I'll reach out and get some help. So the value I want to give you is twofold. One, if you're not getting the results that you want, do something different. If you think calling us would be help, then you should do that right away. If you don't, call somebody else. But I can guarantee you, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're pretty much guaranteed to keep getting what you've been getting or worse. So value point one, if you're not getting what you're doing, do something different. Value point two is if you reach out to us, we will have myself or one of the coaches jump on a call and walk you through where you're at, where you want to be, why you're stuck, and help you come up with a plan. And if that plan includes us working together, awesome. If it doesn't, that's fine too. So hopefully that's a good example of something we're doing for you in terms of here's a problem you've got. Here's some way that we can solve it that's very low barrier to entry. It's not scary. It doesn't cost any money. No one's, we get overwhelmingly positive results. Just, you can even shoot me an email personally, mike@growmycleaningcompany.com. And if you say you listen to this very podcast, I will personally jump on a call with you and see if we can't help. That's it, guys. Take action. If you're not getting the results that you want, do something different. Don't keep doing the same thing, hoping for different results. Appreciate your time and attention. Talk soon. See you. Hey, Cleaning Nation, if you dug the content you just got, we don't do any ads and I don't sell anything on this podcast, but if you would just subscribe, rate, and review, it would be huge and I'd be so appreciative. Not only is it going to help me, but you'll help other owners of cleaning companies across the world work less, make more, and get profitable. So if you appreciate the value we give, again, subscribe, rate, and review. It would mean the world to me. I'd really appreciate it. And we sure appreciate your time and attention.